Good afternoon. Welcome to Upside DIY. I got these. I'm gonna make some hinges for my aquarium with these. Here's some of the garbage bags that I had to go through with plastic bottles in them. So here's just a little tour of some of the DIY area, some cleaning products and stuff that I have to manage, and sorting out my other desk or table holding stuff. So this is pretty much my little workstation. There's a work table, or sorting out binders, electronics, and a sorting out stuff. Another sorting out, and some tools here and there. So here's a pretty good tour of where I've pretty much prepped and DIY'd a few things. I had to actually go and get some plastic bottles out from some there, and then all these suitcases, I'm still sorting them out, electronics and stuff. Here's my pretty much stereo system, some speakers, so kind of take a look at that. So some of the TVs and electronics that I have. And here's some more over here, so I'll give you guys a nice tour of that. I made pretty much good videos on testing these TVs, and their displays are pretty cracked, but the lights still work. So I'm actually learning to make LED drivers and power on these. I'm going to take out the boards, the main chip boards and everything, and store those, hopefully with the right labeling and things. But you can usually look at boards from other TVs and things like that, or maybe I need to document them. So back to these bottles. And yeah, I have 2 or 3 of them. And into this fish room, I want to try to make hinges for these plastic covers. I'm gonna need something skinny and plastic, and I'm gonna glue it. So when I open these covers using this small hole, it's going to be able to lift up. And I'm going to be using plastic bottles to hopefully make that later on today. I'm not going to do it on really live camera. It'll be nice, but I have to drain, well, first clean out this aquarium and then drain it. This light and filter was working on there, but it crashed. Things were a little, fascinating to see some of the reactions or something. I don't know exactly what caused such a issue. Started from a decent beginning, but then things just did pretty bad. I don't know exactly. So I gotta get past that and have a few things finished, and I want to try to make some hinges. So right now I'm just preparing all 3 aquarium covers for actually making it. So I want to try to make a hinge where it'll actually be pre-glued onto this back frame piece, but I want to do it on the other side, and then I'll be able to open these and close these, because sometimes if there's stuff on these, it can slip and fall into the water too. So I just want to make sure this right here is actually really glued really nicely. I don't know how good or bad it is, but I might have to use some tape if I have to, some really strong tape that can fix the glue. So this is the back side, and then on the other side I can actually try to get it to try to fit normally. And then building those hinges, I'm going to need a little more time. But this is just a quick update. I'm going to probably delete this video and stuff like that, and I want to build some hinge for this. So right now I'm just turning the aquariums to the right direction and cutting out pretty much the right size pieces, and these are going to try to get to open and close. So with that out of the way, I just need a tape measure, draw, you know, these and write down their measurements exactly, and maybe design 1, 2, and 3 aquarium covers. And right here I've got a blue light to see if it'll work. Yeah, it worked a little bit, they say. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's my blue light on a blue panel. I have a small light on top of that aquarium or terrarium. It's a terrarium now. There's a clear light bulb in there, but I'm getting things moved around and filtered out, cleaned and filtered. But there's a small little worm or insect in there. I don't have much else footage, but just trying to set this up. I want to put sand and then dirt on the sand would be pretty good, and then see if I could try to grow this out for a little bug inside of a jar. And I have the lid right here, so when I clean up, you know, and build this aquarium, it's gonna come out and have somewhere cool to hang around. And there's a light right here for it that I actually, yeah, it probably came with this. But so then I've got these tubs and more supplies I'm not sure of, but what I am sure of is trying to make trying to clean this aquarium. And this air pump seems to really want to always try to fall down and stuff. So yeah, this is pretty much most of my next videos coming up. My next DIY stuff for this fish room is this stuff. So yeah, I might have to wet this sponge. I'm trying to, or just hopefully just have it like that for now. So thanks for watching YouTube. It's been another good video. If I had the hinges, which I'm going to be making, I could just open it up and close it. So let me try to measure that out and get those pieces cut, and then all I would have to do is try to glue them. Okay, so right here I cut one of those plastic bottles, and I could use it to, I'd probably use 2 or 3 pieces and just directly just kind of measure out certain pieces and actually see which side I could actually allow it as a hinge. Cut off a piece and then go from there. Yeah, so that's pretty much a nice big piece that this can cover up a lot of the issues. I just need to find a way to maybe torch at least one specific spot and stuff like that. But making a quick hinge out of some plastic bottle materials was pretty fun. It's gonna, you know, so I'm gonna cut another one right here, probably the same size as this to make it more professional. And I could probably cut this last piece in half. So there you have it. I've got to make 6 more. So here I've got some supplies. I need to actually clean this stuff up because I'm going to be using it But it's good for DIY storage for now. And then there's the other bottles stuff. Okay, so there's a knife, and I made 2 little punctures, and I'm gonna just cut them out with some good scissors that I know were good. I made some more of just some skinnier ones, but they're pretty much the same length or width to be used as hinges. So I've got enough of these hinges. I just need to work out finish gluing and maybe even trimming some pieces up. I need to measure out the length of this and things like that, but they'll be temporarily just glued onto the side, and having this you know, part really nicely done with like a heat gun or anything or a hair dryer would pretty much help me out with this plastic stuff. And even gluing it onto the hinge, it can be doable, and then bending it onto the other side and grinding the cover down last would probably be what I would do. So for now, I'm just gonna empty out this aquarium. It crashed. There's something with the biological system that I just haven't really figured out yet. I'm just be cleaning it out, and you know, and just have to manage you know, getting what I can out of it, which is pretty much a crash video. Now I just need this bottle, and I'm gonna finish trying to get these ready for some more hinges. So here is the last bottle. So all you need is 2 plastic bottles, and then, you know, after this I'm gonna have to research on what's going to work to melt this plastic to form. So it's gonna be really decent, you know, for what I have for now, and it's going to add a much better convenience into opening and closing these lids. So before I do all that stuff, I'm going to actually clean out this aquarium filter, and then I can actually start doing it right after this video is up. And then I'm going to actually, you know, start measuring and gluing, you know, like there's a nice gap right there. I'm gonna have to, you know, bend or make the right measurement and mold it, or make a better straight cut and stuff like that, trim it off and stuff, and get it to really fit nicely. And then I'll be able to lift these lids up, you know, with some good glue, hopefully. I'm supposed to use like acrylic glue and things like that. Kind of melts it together, but everything wasn't as professionally finished and cut, so I just used an alternative and things to you know, just a decent filler for now. But eventually I might, you know, finally finish it with some really good glue that might really, you know, change the overall finish. But for now, it's pretty safe. It's okay, I think. So this side is done. This side will actually fit perfect. So I'm gonna trim these pieces up, and then yeah, I have time to make this video and show a few of my next things with the terrarium. I have a little you know, fruit worm, a worm in there that likes to eat fruit. I have some snails here that seem to be okay, but I have this aquarium level up to a certain height, whereas I want to actually use this more as to grow plants and roots, and I won't really need a lot of water as I would think. I'm going to make plastic bottles and things for those. And yep, I've been planning that out too. And here's the plastic bottles, and I'm going to actually use cuttings, put cuttings in those. Hopefully like roses or just stuff like that, and maybe get to see them grow. So thanks for watching YouTube. I'll see you guys on the next Upside DIY. Have a good day. Bye.